do first is just try to basically cover the cake, and then I'll worry about those little grooves and everything a little bit later. It's just a little bit easier if you just ice it all first. As soon as I get some icing down here at the base, it'll help prevent the cake from sliding around on me. All right, isn't it pretty? Okay, so now this is where you start to kind of take some of it off. We can try to use this first, see if this works at all. Kind of come around, and with this, you can kind of feel when it goes in one of the grooves. Okay, so notice I have the blade at a little bit of an angle there. Okay, and then I'll come and see it. Might not be able to get in here. It's a little tighter down here at the bottom. I'm trying to get in there with this blade. So I just want to take a little of it off. Try to start to get the shape anyway. And then in here, I want to go ahead and just kind of put see how I'm putting the spatula at an angle there, and then just kind of turning this around to open that back up. Because I don't want to fill in that area that I cut out. It kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, so we get to about that point. Get rid of this icing before it goes in my good icing. Okay, then what I can do is take a piece of this acetate that I always use, cake color band that you get at cake supply stores, and it's a rectangle piece right now. It's just a little wet if you're wondering. Then I go ahead and I cut the edges, those sharp edges off, and I have to do that over the trash can there. You want to make sure that these little pieces, that you do it over a trash can or something like this, because you don't want to lose them on the table. Okay, so it's got rounded edges now, so that I can come at the bottom here and kind of come up into some of those little grooves. And then we'll come around the top just a little bit like this. And then what I'm going to do is just refrigerate this for a little bit, let it kind of set up. That way, when I place the fondant over it, it'll be firm, and then I can work the fondant into the little grooves, and the cake won't be too soft. So I'm figuring about 20 minutes in the freezer would be good, or you can just refrigerate it. You tend to do the freezer a little bit because it's faster. Don't have to wait as long, but don't leave it in the freezer too long, because then when you're decorating everything, the moisture will come out, the condensation, and we're going to use petal dust and luster dust on the fondant, so if it starts to get tacky, then it doesn't go on quite as well. Okay, so like I said, into either the refrigerator or the freezer for just a little while.